For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Camping and Leisure with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you guys a bit of a review on a really sort of classical style tent from Quest. So this is basically the Quest bell tent. The bell tent comes in two different sizes. They do a 4 and also a 5. And the 4 basically refers to being a 4 metre or a 5 metre. The 4 I'd probably expect you to sleep about, if you would put the inner bedroom in, probably about 4 people, whereas a 5 you probably fit about 6 people in that as well. And generally you can check out our own Attwoolls pitching and packing video and shows you how quick, simple and easy these are really to put up. I think it took myself my own best part of 5-6 minutes, whereas you can compare that to sort of any sort of, it's quicker than probably any air tent in fairness, but the sort of beauty of this, if it's full cotton canvas. So it's going back into the days of sort of ridge tents or traditional bell tents, for example, whereas you get that longevity of life, the maximum amount of breathability, but generally it's just a beautiful fabric to work with. And yet again, when you see it, as you can hear, it just pitches so not lush. One thing as well, this probably makes it a little bit different to other bell tents on the market, is the price point. It's a very, very keen price point. And yet again, you're not really compromising on, you've still got a really good amount of spec here. So beautiful, obviously 100% cotton canvas, really nice strong sturdy guy ropes. You've got also traditional metal buckles and sort of metal slider adjusters on each of the points as you see it. You've got a really strong PVC, basically 530 gram PVC ground sheet that can be zipped in or zipped out as well. Quite good at sort of interior height, obviously with a TP style. The joys of a bell tent obviously is, rather than traditional TP, is that you're not going from a bottom point straight up. This extra level helps to make it feel bigger inside, so that's one thing to bear in mind. Because it's a traditional bell tent as well, what you can also do is, if you can have it sort of pitched with or without the ground sheet, so you can unzip the ground sheet, have that separate if you want to, but actually the side parts located down here can actually be rolled up, and there's little toggle points here, so in fairness it could be kind of like a floating canvas. That way what it does give you is sort of 360-degree views around the site if you wanted it to. So if you're going down lines of probably more sort of rough camping, that's where this comes into really sort of focus really. Nice big ventilation panels scattered around the base of it to give good circulation as well, but there's a privacy curtain more importantly on the inside, so you can get the privacy when you want to, and that's a physical zip curtain as well. When we're talking on to the actual main part here, you can see actually there's a really big ventilation panel at the front, in the front door. So I've sort of unguarded it for half a second, but you can roll that back like so. There's just toggle points all located here, so you can get the maximum amount of ventilation in and out of the tent itself. Alternatively, if you don't want to, you can just still use it as a door, and it just simply zips to the side. And yet again, same idea, can be rolled away, and there's a second little buckle located for that, just there. You've got kind of a really nice traditional steel frame. So the frame itself, you've got a single pole that goes just vertically straight in, and then you've got this really nice sort of A-frame style as well. So it's kind of a real sort of traditional tent. Rain cowl is actually physically stitched in at the moment. So joys, that means that you can actually, you're not going to necessarily lose it, you don't have to carry a few extra. Admittedly, I would say this is a sample model, so it might be a few little chops and changes. I know for one fact that the colour of the zip down the bottom is going to match the black fabric, black zips you've got around here as well. But generally, the ground sheet probably be a little bit sort of lighter in colour rather than a darker grey, but in essence, it's still a really nice model. High level ventilation at the top as well to help with circulation of air and to give you a good sort of breeze all the way throughout the tent. But let's have a look about on the inside and talk through a few more features that this Quest bell tent has to offer. So now we're in a bell tent, you can kind of get a bit more of an idea for certainly the space. And currently, as you see, we have it positioned. We've got the optional inner bedroom in place. It's an optional extra that probably, I don't think most people will take up, just merely because the price point for sleeping in is not necessarily as cheap as it could be. But then again, it's what you expect when you've got the amount of detail with zip dividers between the two sections, big zip panels at the front, and it's obviously canvas. So in reflection, the price is actually not too bad. It's just whether you might go to that expense of that. Generally, it holds up by a clip at the top here, and it just merely adjusts up. So all you do is peg around the base like we have, and then adjust it up when you want to use it. And yet again, just hooks onto this little clasp. This clasp up here can be also used to hang the inner bedroom in if you wanted to. Alternatively, what you can do is use it for a little hanging point for lanterns or anything like that as well. As you can see, headroom's pretty good in here. Like I said, I'm about 6'2". In the centre, of course, where the pole is not a problem. But even when you sort of step back in the corners, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're using this for sort of scouts purpose, if you wanted to, or for sort of glamping, you could actually scatter people around here. The inner bedroom is quite nice because, like I said, it gives you your own separate privacy from one person to another. So ideally, you probably have a 2-person on that side, 2 on that, or otherwise just put everyone where else you want to go. And the inner bedroom just merely kind of clips on the locations all the way around. So it's really easy to attach and detach as well. So you said, on the outside we talked about ventilation. So each one around here, so there's 4 in total, 2 at the front, 2 at the back, and just gives yourself the ability to have a bit more circulation, and that is mirrored with the inner bedroom as well. So you can again have ventilation through the actual tent to allow a flow of air, but not have the vent open in the inner bedroom. So, and there's little toggle points just down here to kind of keep that down and keep it at bay. Also, what you find scattered around is little storage pockets as well. So if you don't have the inner bedroom in place, you've got 3 storage pockets just for keys or anything like that, just to kind of declutter the awning itself. Like I said, on the outside you've got a really nice strong rigid pole, and same with the aim frame, and it just all sprung loaded, clicks together, and a rain can on the front. If you wanted a bit more shout on the front, you've got 2 kind of options you can go for. So you can look at for something like we sell a tarp, sort of canvas tarp to match the fabric, which you can see now. And we also do kind of a little side panel, which you can see now. As you can see, it's currently pitched on the one side of it. It can be flipped onto the other side if you wished. And the joys of that, yet again, means you've got versatility depending on which way the wind's coming. Those 2 items that we've just seen actually can be universally fitted for other models. So it doesn't matter whether you go for the Bow 4 or the Bow 5 or anything like the Tour Rag or anything else that sits in Crest range. Those models will fit for every model. And so you can always check out the other videos we have on that. For the latest sort of up-to-date and prices, it's best to check our website below. All of the information and videos are all in one location there, and there's one actually we're going to display at our indoor showroom for 2019, so do pop in and have a look at that. But I think overall it's that traditional kind of canvasy, and it's in an era that kind of teepees are kind of becoming a bit more fashionable again. I think it's kind of it's fashion but practicality, and yet again, because you've got the cotton canvas, unlike things like Robin's is polycotton, you've got that sort of longer lasting fabric. It's more breathable, and it's kind of more traditional than a normal teepee. And with the small extras, I think the price point really is very, very good. I can guarantee if you look at the Cabanon equivalent, the price point is quite a bit different, which that kind of reflects quite a bit. And if you're talking features wise, there are various sort of features, but this has the ability of a zip in, zip out ground sheet. But like I say, come and see it in the flesh. It's really worthwhile, and it's quite nice to have a sort of proper nice canvas tent back in the range for 2019. So that's kind of our Attwoolls review on the Quest Bow 4 and also the Bow 5.